Hey guys, so life doesn't always give you what you wanted. You know, sometimes it's one or two out of 10 times because most of us don't ever get what we wanted. And if you're a Christian, it's one or zero out of 10 times that you get what you prayed for. Because if you go to bed tonight and say, Lord, I want to have a great husband tomorrow, next 5 years, you've probably gone through 10 men. And nothing's wrong with that. If it costs you 100 men to get to that one good man, then so be it. You know, when you're young, you have all these goals and all these dreams about what you want in life, and you'll feel optimistic because you're at that young age where you feel like everything's possible. And I'll say anything's possible, but not everything is possible. Because if you're on the right side of the moon, things will happen. It's just like people saying, right place, right time. And you have to say the right words at the right time. When I was a young guy, 20 years old, at the police academy, there was this police instructor, and I can't forget these words that he said to me. He said to us, he said, you have to keep your eyes wide open for when opportunity comes, and you have to be able to recognize it and grab it with both hands, right? Sometimes opportunity comes and you don't recognize it, either because you're not in the right frame of mind, either because you've been burned so many times, either because the opportunity that's there is not what you're looking for. Say, for example, in a relationship, you have your priorities all fucked up because you're looking for that dude with that fancy car and well ripped, going to the gym, and all the girls are chasing him, and that's your type. You're not looking for that humble dude who's still in school, pursuing his dreams, trying to get an education, and he's probably gonna be finished in 2 years, and who knows, in 4 years he's gonna own his own business, own his own home, and be able to provide for you and your family. You're not looking at that, but my message here is that we don't always get what we're looking for, but sometimes opportunities presents itself, and it's not always those opportunities that we're looking for. Sometimes what we want for ourselves is not what's best for us. Sometimes we gotta take a chance. Sometimes we gotta step outside of our own skin and try to look at something else. Try something else. You've been trying the same thing for 5 years and it's not working. You've been dating the same type of dudes or the same type of girls for 5-10 years, and it's not working, and now you're 30 years old. You got 2-3 kids, and you're still looking at the same thing, you're gonna be 40 and still doing the same thing. And by then, you'll be lucky if you find something. You probably need to switch it up a little bit, not everything we want for ourselves is what's best for us. Sometimes we not only need to look outside the box, but sometimes gotta just move the fucking box, and create our own boundaries. What if our boundaries is not just outside the box? What if we need to just move the fucking box and broaden our horizon? The world is a big fucking place. Why stay stuck? And that's just my message today, guys.